Welcome, everybody, to the 20th rendition of the Rainier Rushdown ladder. It's a free-to-enter online ladder that the fantastic team at P&W Street Fighter Crew runs every other week. I'm Lentini, here with my man Kasiski, here to commentate some fantastic action. We're going to be looking at the top 8 right now. We already had our ladder going for a while, had a lot of really close sets, even right up till the last second to decide who was going to be in this top 8, but we're here now. We're ready to go. Kasiski, how you feeling about this?
I'm excited. I'm really excited for this first match. Assuming things haven't shaken up at all, are we going to see Integra versus Zuriken? Is that right?
Ooh, we might.
I think that's what we're seeing here. And the lore is that Integra went a perfect 10-0 in the ladder stage. So I don't know. Zuriken's gonna have to pull some crazy shit here to overcome this. I don't know how. I wonder how the game scores were actually. I mean, you think if Integra went 10-0, they must have been 2-0ing almost every opponent.
It's very likely. But yeah, I know all of y'all can check out the bracket. I don't know if we have the exclamation point bracket command or not, but either way, you can definitely check out the Rainier Rushdown on StartGG if you want to follow along in real time. If not, we will be more than happy to give y'all the DL on what's going on throughout this bracket. But yeah, I agree with you. I'm very excited to see what's going on in this round one. What has my man Integra got cooking that is working so well today?
Well, I know he's got some run stops cooking. He's always got those, yeah. A run stop overhead. He's got the run stop low, the throw. I think I've seen run stop into Dragon Lash before.
Look, some things no amount of patching is ever going to change, right? Like, we finally got our first patch. We just got Ed out. But sometimes just run stop.
Why not? Make them prove that they can actually stop it, right? Because it's not exactly a knowledge check, but it is a reaction check. And in a tournament like this, top 8, you get a little nerves, you start to freeze up. That's when it's really powerful. So.
Oh, yeah. There's a big difference between your raw reaction time and your ability to react and then make an informed decision. And that's really what separates good players from bad players when you look at the top level. All of us can react to a Dragon Lash, to a run stop, if that's all we're looking for. But do you have the ability, the experience to just have that so built into your muscle memory that when it comes up, you're just naturally, you know what to do, you're ready for it, and you don't get overwhelmed by all those crazy offensive options that you have in Street Fighter 6.
Well, we shall see. I assume we're just waiting for the players to join the room and get set up, but we should have the match shortly for you guys. I want to know, Lentini, who do you have to take this? Not this match, this entire tournament.
Look, I'm a man of statistics, and Integra is looking real nice. I am not one to bet against the house at a time like this, so I'm down for my man Integra. I'm sure you can see the potential there as well, but I'll ask you the same thing. Who do you think got this?
I mean, it's hard to argue with that. I like Integra, but I actually like Biscuit. I think Biscuit has been very clutch lately, and if I'm not mistaken, Biscuit won, is it Beak Bonk? I think there was an Eastern Washington tournament that Biscuit won and was a little bit showing off their trophy and stuff in Discord.
Okay.
So they certainly have what it takes to clutch in top 8.
All right, so there's potential there.
Yeah,
see, that's
right now we got
difference.
We got to focus on this match first right now, and we are into it.
Yeah, Integra up against Zuriken. Sure enough, we do see the Ken coming out up against the Cammy. No holds barred, getting right into this round number 1.
Yeah, they're going to be exchanging a lot of blows up close. Both these characters like to be close. Both these, like, kind of a similar archetype, actually. We're seeing an interesting tactic from Integra here. Mashing jab. I don't know if that's just to send a message, but you see these, like, triple jabs as if he's faking something.
I feel like that is. I think that's kind of a piece of what we were talking about earlier with reaction times. Sometimes you can't react to things, but it is so safe to throw that out. So if Zuriken commits to some sort of sudden aggressive approach, they might just get jab checked.
Ah, so it's not a feint, it's a check. I like that. Just trying to like put a hitbox out there as often as possible.
So I see Huge Biscuit in the chat. The Beak Bonk champion, baby. Yeah, good stuff to Biscuit. Unfortunately, I wasn't too involved with the Street Fighter stuff, but I was at that tournament, and it was fantastic. I love those guys over there.
Yeah, imagine winning Beak Bonk and then losing Rainier Rushdown, though. How would that feel, Biscuit?
Would not be
step
Biscuit.
up.
You got me on the Biscuit train.
All right, we see Zurkin here with a big level 3, burning Integra out. This round is looking all but wrapped up for Zurkin and less.
Yeah, there's still a chance. Oh, well, that was maybe supposed to be a Hadouken.
Yeah, hard to say. Some kind of mistake.
Right,
Maybe even a DP. I feel like Integra might be willing to like bust out with the DP early just to make a statement.
Ooh,
oh, and there's one.
Okay, yeah, you may be onto something with these DPs. Look, he's a Ken player. He knows what he's about. You gotta commit.
You gotta represent. Right now, he is being pushed to the corner, though. Busts out and get the side switch. That's the power of Ken, right? You always get that side switch.
That's what she's little run stop. And again, we see just that spacing, those jab checks, and now the overhead as well. So many different options coming out from Integra's side, making it hard for Zurkon to really form a defensive plan.
Yeah, and Zurkin is very low on drive meter here. He does have the life lead, and that drive is coming back, so he's okay.
Now we see more of these standing heavy punches. There we go. That's why he does not hit confirm off of it. Maybe scared to burn the drive gauge. Oh, there we go. Now we got it.
So bad. He's not dead, but he's going to be in a sort of guess for game situation here.
Yeah, I don't think Ken quite checked the damage values when he said it's all or nothing. There's still a little bit left here. But now, yeah, both of them burned out. Almost in chip range. Probably like 2 more, but it doesn't matter if you just get checked.
So clutch. They're checking the dash. Very well done. And you know they were both scared of chip, right? I think Ken is like a little bit better at chipping with the DP, but still, like both characters can chip.
Yeah, absolutely. It's so scary. Also, if you start using those Dragon Lash Jinrai loops, those will chip people out. So very scary. Zurkon did a great job of getting out of that terrifying situation, in my opinion.
Yeah. Zurkin taking the first game, and I believe this is 2 out of 3 until top 3. Somebody needs to check me on that, but that's my guess. So 2 out of 3. So Integra, his life is kind of on the line here, and having gone 10-0, he's got to be a little uncomfortable. Like, how am I in this situation?
Okay, here we go. We got the 1, but you need 2 here, and not just 2 rounds. You need 2 games, because like you said, Zurkon currently up. Looking a little more solid there, but I feel like a big part of it has just been this spacing game. Zurkon's figured out these consistent checks that Integra's throwing out, and when Integra does get things like those standing heavy punches in neutral, we're not seeing the confirms very consistently coming off of them.
And there's another check, like you said, the interruption on the reset. Gets the confirmation and is out of the corner now.
So many buttons. My man is boxing with his demons right now.
And gets punished for it. This will not burn out, but it's going to be close. Zurkin burning himself out, though. That might be an issue. We'll see. Comeback definitely potential, and without any meter, could get stunned. Needs to be very careful.
Oh, that spiral arrow possibly could have chipped out, but there we go.
All right.
So
Zurkin on match point.
Yeah, this is an opportunity for Zurkon to show us it's not all about the ladder. It's that top 8 bracket. Of course, this is a double elimination bracket, so if you go out here, it's not over yet, but I can tell you neither of these players want to go through that losers round gauntlet.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure Integra wants to take this cleanly all the way.
Okay,
and
now
looking
we're
like they're turning around a comeback. Yeah,
I like the mix-up game from Integra on offense. Those overheads and those throws, not overusing them, but just keeping that threat in the mental stack. Great DP.
Oh,
no! How did he know?
Yeah, a little bit scared there maybe from Zurkin. Does the drive reversal, gets punished, and is on the verge of death here. On the verge of burnout, too. What's the mix-up?
Looking so good for Integra. Can you keep him in the corner? Has shown the ability to react with that DP already, so you know Zurkon's going to be scared to jump out, but that's the problem with not jumping out. Eventually, you're going to get grabbed.
Got him.
And there it is.
Got him. The dash forward throw. Wow.
Eventually,
honestly,
you're going to get grabbed.
Huge balls to dash forward throw there. Cammy reacts there. Cammy could get a side switch, and then you might be screwed, right? You might be stunned. So Very bold play. Integra fighting back 1-1 now.
That's the thing that was missing before. Integra converting that time off of the standing heavy punch, confident that it was going to connect, willing to burn that drive gauge on the approach, and evening back up this positioning so well.
Yeah, I love being willing to spend the drive meter with Ken. Ken is very good in burnout, actually. Has a lot of options, even without meter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're in burnout if you're always on the offense, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, Dragon Lash does not require meter.
So many buttons. Oh my goodness. Integra just
nice
covering
DP.
Everything with these spaced buttons.
Nice. Again with the DP. 2 anti-airs in a row. Integra sending a message saying, do not try to jump out of the corner. You're jailed
that muscle
there,
memory.
bro.
Every time you see that jump, it just comes out naturally. Integra probably doesn't even have to think about that. It just kind of happens with his hands. But now Zurikhan on the cusp. It was the other way around. Integra fought this all the way back. Zurikhan gets parried. This is not a good start to this potentially final round.
Yeah, the first perfect parry of the set, I believe, and it comes at a fantastic time for Integra, but does get pushed back. Zurikhan's low on drive meter. They need to be careful, and another perfect parry. Could burn out with super. No.
Jabs out of the Jinrai. Not sure what Integra was going to be following up with there, but either way, it lost out. What a Tatsu!
Definitely not intentional. And Zurikhan, how much are they willing?
Oh!
A little bit of a drop there.
You had it
afraid
on
to spend it. Yeah, they might have wanted to kill with something less. They didn't want to burn all 3 bars, but they're going to get it anyway. It's okay. And they save all 3 bars, so really better off in the end.
And now we are back at square one. Even meter on both sides. Level 3s galore. This could be a very explosive round, and already Zurikhan in the corner.
That go forward could have been huge, but no, just playing patient. Keeping him in the corner. And we see no jumps from Zurikhan. Zurikhan knows that the anti-air is on deck for Integra. Nice whiff punish. This could be a... It's close.
It's real. He might... I need a will it kill video on this one.
It's not
quite. Oh my goodness.
Where's the DI? Where's the DI? You got your super ready? Just the whiff punish. Wow.
Wow.
And
okay.
I mean, you're seeing why Integra is so strong, able to come back from being down a game, on the verge of getting sent into loser's bracket. I think they might have even been down a round. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But the professionalism to come back right to it, adapt, to get some perfect parries in that final game, so critical.
But also, I got to give the shout outs to Zurikhan, as was mentioned in the chat earlier. Started out with the rookie brackets, now taking games off of the #1 seed like it's no big deal. For a moment there, we were talking about the #1 seed might be going right to loser's bracket, which is crazy. But, you know, Integra did bring it back. I feel like a lot of it was predicated on the neutral spacing. We were talking
about the game plan, like you said, they seemed like they were just wanted to stay in that spacing and just mash buttons, being like, I'm comfortable. Just try to whiff punish me. I dare you.
And eventually, Zurikhan did figure that out. Noticed that Integra's doing a lot of standing heavy punch. You know what goes under that? I can just crouching medium kick, and then you can get all the conversions off of that. And then it looped back around one more time, where all of a sudden the whiff punishes on the crouching medium kick were coming out with crouching medium kicks from the other side, right? And you just get that rock, paper, scissors, and the way it ended up, it just felt like Integra was slightly ahead on that mix-up game in neutral and a little bit better at holding the opponent in the corner.
Yeah, really interesting how starting out with something risky, like just whiffing buttons, can lead to that rock, paper, scissors, and you're the one that's ahead because you're the one that established it in the first place.
Exactly. If you get to control what rock, paper, scissors is happening, then it's already your opponent's going to be on the back foot.
Yeah, you're the one saying rock, paper, scissors, right? The chant.
Right, exactly. That's the real meta.
Yeah. All right, we are into it now, and a very interesting meta, at least between two, well, one's a grappler, one's a kind of pseudo grappler with a command grab. We have Manon versus Marisa here. Biscuit, the aforementioned, versus Westdance, who is a former champion, I believe, former Rainier Rushdown champion. So this should be a good one.
So we're up against Huge Biscuit, the staff power up. Let's see if it comes in. Do you have the home field advantage here? Either way, you're getting that normal grab. Ooh, man. That was kind of funky.
Yeah, a little desperate there. It's okay. You got to be desperate sometimes. You got to roll the dice with Marisa because the reward is so huge. So it's absolutely worth it. Both these characters need to be gambling.
The other thing that's huge here, if you can, as Manon, win round 1, that is a statement because you are starting with a gimped character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 3 meters already. Round up.
Ooh, but now West Dance starting to get their offense started. But as I say that, Biscuit found a way out, just those crouching kicks, and then another regular throw.
Ooh. Yeah, these guys must have played a lot before because we're seeing them represent kind of deeper Yomi layer options early on. These like wake up parries, and Huge Biscuit jumping over the parry, interestingly, and punishing with the throw. So I assume these guys have played some long sets.
That is a lot of medals on Huge Biscuit's side. West Dance has to be really careful here. Are they going to keep going for the grabs, or is Biscuit going to take advantage of that fear and go into the strike game? That's the intimidation of late game Manon.
Oh, and they were getting bullied there, but Biscuit managing to bust out with the super.
Ooh, speaking of busting out, still going here. Goes for the drive rush, but the avoidance from Biscuit's so good to try to get out of that corner, but somehow West Dance is turning it around.
Okay, good. West Dance burned out from the super.
Oh my
wakes
goodness,
up with their
no!
own. Okay, and Biscuit's smart to punish there. That super can be a little awkward to punish sometimes if you're not ready. It does have some strange pushback, so good on Biscuit to get the range right, get the spacing right. And they take round 1, or they take game 1, excuse me.
So many buttons in that last round. The supers, the drive rushes. But yeah, in the end, Biscuit found a way out of that corner and putting on a clinic in this round number 1 of the next game. Something about Biscuit's round 1 is just not to be messed with.
Yeah, they are really upping the pace here and trying to take this quickly, but they are burned out. This is not good. I feel like this is actually in West Dance's favor unless they get burned out. Oh, it's so close.
I don't know. It's gotta be tight. The thing is, you have to get that big hit as West Dance. Those little anti-airs.
Okay. Sorry, Biscuit held up, I think, for like 5 or 6 seconds straight there. Just saying, I refuse to be stunned.
Yeah, that was a little wild, but you know what? It worked out. I recognized West Dance had to get the big hit, right? They had to commit to that. And as a result, Biscuit was able to just kind of chip out there while West Dance was maybe getting a little impatient and fishing for stuff that just wasn't quite there.
Oh, and the sick, I don't even know what that move's called. Normally go through fireballs with that, but that time going through the Gladius. Now they have the corner. This is a good position for Biscuit. Looking to try to take this match 2-0. Gets the anti-air. And again! Just
using that EX to get through. And once again, now West Dance on that last hit scenario has the CA, but you're gonna get clipped.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of tech there with that EX spin, right? I normally, I mean, as a Ryu player, that is leveraged against me to go through my fireballs all the time.
Right.
But to see it go through, it looks like he was doing it off of Marisa's medium target combo on reaction and just betting that she was going to cancel into Gladius, and it worked out.
Yeah, it was very interesting. I haven't seen it used that way, but at the same time, we don't see a lot of Manon, right? So it's always exciting when you have these underrepresented characters. Shout out to Huge Biscuit for moving on winner's side there in what I think is a kind of a tricky matchup. I feel like you get boxed out pretty hard.
Yeah. It's hard to say. I feel like it's got to be Marisa's favor, right? Who knows? We are seeing in the lobby chat here that Huge Biscuit clarifying they've been playing Gabe a lot. Gabe being a Marisa player, so they've got the tech, they've got the matchup experience.
Very interesting. I love seeing that kind of stuff as well. We're talking about the unusual characters, but when you've got someone who knows the matchup inside and out, it's night and day how much that can affect a single game and then an entire set, because you don't just have that level 1 of, oh, I have this knowledge check on you. It's, I know how to adapt once you understand that knowledge check, and it's right back into that game of you're the one controlling and deciding the rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors doesn't really come into play if you just don't even know what beats what, right? Or you don't have access to one of the options because you don't have the experience, you don't have the practice. If you're playing rock, paper, scissors, you can never throw rock. Like, how are you gonna win that?
Nothing beats good old rock. Did you ever have the rock spammer as a kid? They would only play rock, and they thought it was the funniest thing ever.
It's a powerful strategy.
Lose. Well, I
It's good
figured out
because the question becomes, when are they gonna stop? Right?
never. That's the problem with these people. They never stop. So I'm like, I know you're gonna play rock. I just play paper every time, and then they get that smug look on their face like they won.
Well, we got a
Let's hope
couple
these
of
guys
rock
don't play rock
throwers
this
in here
time.
too, right? Yeah, Nasty over here with the Ed, and Triclops with the Marisa. Two brawlers. See if this is a brawl.
Immediately we're seeing Nasty playing that spacing game. Makes sense in this matchup. We were talking about this before the broadcast. Ed is one of those characters who has the difficult task of playing differently in every matchup. And one of the ways that he does that is how far away from his opponent does he space.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think anti-airs are another prime concern, right? Like, what are their jumping options? What do I have to use? Do I have to use DP because it's pretty slow? Right now, they're not even going to be getting a chance to DP because they're dead. Triclops up one round here and gets the perfect parry, so this is looking really good for Triclops here. Laying on the pressure.
That's another thing. Like, can you recognize this early into his release what properties the different moves from Ed have? All of his crouching punches are his lows, and his crouching kicks are weird flicker stuff. So if you're not ready for that from a crouching Ed or even a standing Ed, you can get caught off guard. But you know who seems pretty ready? That's Triclops.
Yeah, absolutely. They look very comfortable. I feel like Triclops is just kind of running their default right now, and it's working beautifully. We definitely need to see some kind of adaptation, some kind of rebuttal from Nasty.
Looked pretty solid at the beginning of the first game, spacing out with those fireballs. I haven't seen as much of that anymore. Okay, there we go. We're starting to get it. But with those parries from Triclops, you can only run that game plan with so much effectiveness because it's so telegraphed.
And now they're just eating damage here in the corner.
The whiff punish on that flicker was crazy from Triclops.
Okay,
Yeah,
but we get the side switch.
And the counter hit grab. Goes for the jump. Speaking of jumps.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Buttons are coming out right now.
Oh, this... Can they kill? Oh, they're dead. Yeah, you're dead, bro. Nice. Okay. Yeah, Nasty looks like they had something there. They got the perfect parry, but unable to confirm up the perfect parry or just like capitalize quite as much as they wanted. Ends up getting duffed.
Hey, we take those. Where are you going, Nasty? You gotta find an answer to this because Triclops putting on a clinic right now.
Yeah, the harassment is real. And okay, finally, forced to bust out with the EX, but it really doesn't get him anywhere. He's still stuck there. His drive meter's still low. These little ticks from Nasty are not adding up enough. Except, okay, the back throw. This needs to be important. Nasty can take this. Yes.
There we go. We got one on the board. We back.
So important.
We back.
The confidence boost. Just to get one. Very
and you've
good.
got the meter advantage. So let's see if that actually comes into play. Are we going to go on a little boxing spree here? Goes right into the level 3. Yes, we are.
Yeah, sick combination there. String them up and... Well, it's looking in Nasty's favor considerably here.
Oh, okay.
The jumps.
Those flickers.
So many jumps from Triclops.
Getting scouted out. Oh, there we go again. On those flickers that he's trying to space with. Not ready for how much range Triclops has on those whiff punishes. Safe jump, not going to get whiffed on. And Nasty in the corner here in the level 3 as well. Not a chance you're surviving that one. Take mother's love. Wow.
Yeah, I really thought Nasty was gonna take that game, and then it all went wrong. Oh man, the jump-ins from Triclops. We sort of saw an adaptation from Nasty, but the anti-airs were honestly about 50-50, right? Because it's so spacing dependent. The DP is pretty slow. I think we saw some neutral jumps there, sort of like pseudo anti-air that was working, but not enough. Triclops will take it.
That was a very interesting match. I'm still trying to figure out what Ed is good at and bad at. And one thing that Triclops very clearly showed is that trying to space with those flickers has a downside. If you get predictable with it, it's not free spacing in this matchup. You can get punished very hard and very often.
And Fat Manatee making a good point in chat. a lot of the jumps were safe jumps.
Yes.
It seemed like Triclops was going for a lot of knockdowns, like limiting his damage in order to get a knockdown with a safe jump. So, yeah, it just shows you how important it is to choose Oki over damage a lot of the time.
Yeah, the Marisa jump scare is alive and well, to be sure. Especially with a character that has such a powerful command grab game. You don't really think of Marisa as a grappler until you get grabbed, and then you realize what you're in for.
Especially when you wake up perfect parry. You wake up parry and you get command grabbed. Oof, that hurts. Speaking of powerful command grabs, we've got some Zangief for you guys here. Fat Manatee. I did not know who they played, but it looks like Zangief. Yep.
The hero. And up against JP. Look, we don't have to talk about whether one player or another wins in this matchup. Both players know what they're getting into here.
Oh. And Fat Manatee going all in with the drive meter in the beginning, getting perfect parry, sent back. Okay, they got some damage out of it, but yeah, the drive meter's not looking good. JP's so good at capitalizing on low drive meter too.
Oh, do you burn the meter? No, he does not. Manatee had the opportunity to burn himself out and take the risk there, but I agree with the decision up against JP. I don't think you want to be doing that.
Oh, they're gonna have to battle all the way back in now.
Speaking of burnout, I don't know why Archmage went for that. That was just unnecessary. And now you gotta eat all of this, but oh no, Manatee, you had it.
It's still okay. The jumps, just the jumps. I assume that jump, I think it's medium kick, gives JP some trouble, right? It hits pretty early. It kind of has that Luke's heavy punch thing.
Yeah, and now, speaking of like JP's anti-air game, that crouch heavy punch did get nerfed, that upper body invincibility. So you have to be very preemptive, very careful with when you throw that out.
We're seeing Dr. Danny Pham in chat saying, what the frick, a Zangief player? Who's this?
They exist. Ooh. Okay, he's gonna go get that max corner combo there. Archmage in his happy place. Doesn't want to get too close because of that right there. And now all of a sudden, he's up in your face. Can you get out, or is this Zangief's time to shine, just walking him into the corner?
Oh, that's so unfortunate. The air reset and gets punished for it. Now just getting jumped in on.
What?
They're out there. We're good. We're good. Okay, risky teleport.
Okay, we got anti-airs. Oh, we got him!
Dead. So some wild plays there from, sorry, the JP player, Archmage, excuse me. Some wild jumps in, sort of maybe a little over aggressive, and they're punished for it. Fat Manatee takes the first game, and they are going in immediately.
I guess that heavy command grab as well. So much damage on that version. Okay, this time guessing right on the teleport. Manatee went for the parries last time and it didn't work out. Doubled down, and this time Archmage thought he'd respect him, but he didn't.
Wow, the command grab. You just never expect it from JP. It's such a strange option. Very reactable, but still unexpected. Okay.
Oh, speaking of unexpected, does only get the light command grab there, so not as much damage. Not going to kill him yet, but one more of those, and it will be curtains for Archmage.
He's eating a lot of damage here, though. Drive meter is back, so we're okay. We can tank all this chip. It's all good.
Yeah, we're just gonna hold
Archmage's meter's coming back. Archmage.
The impatience. Why Archmage?
Yeah, very similar to the previous round, right? Just like maybe overcommitting a little bit with these teleports. Gonna work out. Fat Manatee on match points.
And chat talking about not paying $70 to block, but you don't got to teleport in like that. He had so much space. I feel like Archmage is just getting a little bit impatient.
Yeah, especially in this matchup where zoning has to be so effective, right?
Ooh.
Now they're in huge trouble here in the corner. The headbutt connects. Could have probably killed there, but not quite. Not hit confirming.
Just holds it. And hardly anything coming out of that for Archmage. You're going to need to do more off of those amnesia pools. And now Manatee got him in the corner again. This time the cross-up does work out. But speaking of cross-ups, getting crossed up himself into the SPD to take the game and the set.
Yeah, I think we saw one of those command grabs from JP hit early on from Archmage. And then that was it. No more. And they must have went for it 3 or 4 more times, and Manatee jumped all of them. The speed of an adaptation like that is very impressive. Sometimes that's all it takes to turn the tables.
Yeah. Great stuff to Fat Manatee. That is, of course, a difficult matchup. Showing sometimes skill trumps matchups. You can do it with any character in this game. I personally love seeing Zangief, so I'm glad to see. Maybe a little bit biased here. Glad to see him move forward. Look, I love grapplers.
You can't not love grapplers as a spectator because the hype is always real. They're gambling on every Oki. They're almost always like committing more than another character has to.
Yeah, it's a very high risk, high reward character to play. And Manatee mitigating that risk very well. We saw those patient walk-ups, just waiting for the opponent to do something unsafe or get predictable, finding those jump-in timings so consistently. And then even at the end, mixing it up with a jump-in cross-up and able to confirm into the SPD to take the set.
Yeah, I can see the style from Archmage working, the kind of aggressive teleport in mix-up heavy style with the command grabs. I can see that working against certain characters, but in the Zangief matchup, the risk of being close and minus is so high that I don't know. Yeah.
That is very much Zangief's happy place. He will gladly lose half his health bar to get into that situation. So when a JP is going to teleport in on him for free, he's like, bet.
Yeah, half his health bar and all of his drive bar.
Yeah, exactly. This man does not have a drive rush. He has a forward dash.
Well, up next, I assume we're going to have Zurikon versus West Dance. So
yeah, let's take a look at this bracket real quick.
I'm just assuming we're running it in bracket order.
Oh, it looks like we're sticking to winner's side probably. Would be Huge Biscuit and Integra.
Okay, I absolutely want to see that. That's going to be interesting.
For those following along, this is winners semis on one side of the bracket, and on the other side we got Triclops and Fat Manatee. That will probably be our next on-stream match. And then loser side starting to fill out Zurikon and West Dance, and then Nasty and Archmage.
And we are in it here with Integra and Huge Biscuit. Again, we see Integra. Just stand fierce. Just keep doing it. Fierce. If you can hit confirm, it becomes so much more worth it, right? The value of just pressing stand fierce goes up immensely.
Yeah, those hit confirms are exactly what I want to see coming out from Integra. We saw it be a little bit iffy in the last set, and when you have situations like this, goes for that and actually gets whiff punished himself, taking so much damage. If you're going to play that play style, you have to be able to convert off of it.
I think Integra is okay with this. They know that they have to take risks. That's just their playstyle, right? And they're going to keep going for it. They will not back down. You see the run stop. You see the overhead.
Yeah, that is not punishable. Both of these guys just resetting. Goes for the crouch medium kick. That is the mix-up. Integra was using that a little bit in the last game. Are we going to keep seeing that? How is Huge Biscuit going to adapt to it?
Whoa. Okay, EX Tatsu jump. I don't know if that was intentional. If so, like, it was certainly surprising, but Biscuit recovering very quickly, and they're going to take this first game, I believe. There's no way that doesn't kill, right?
Yeah, it's got to. Yeah.
Okay.
The game always likes to fake you out because it takes you right to the edge, and then it tips off the last bit, no matter how much damage.
I feel like if you see where the health bar was before the super, you can judge it, but mid-super, you're like, I don't know how much of this part of the super does.
And now we're back in this situation where Integra down a game despite being the person who came into this as the favorite. Look, you were talking up Biscuit earlier, and I think you might have been onto something because my man has no chill right now.
Yeah, but if anyone can come back from a deficit, it's definitely Integra. Like I said, unwilling to compromise. That's how I would describe Integra. And we see the stand fierce come through again, and they will be able to finish this.
Level 1, is it going to do it? Just barely.
All right.
Integra on the board, but had to spend a lot of meter. We're not going to be seeing that level 3 as likely. Maybe we'll still get a chance, but either way, we are going to see more of those DPs because my man's a chem player.
-2 DP. Actually, -4. You see that a lot from Ken's, right?
You're okay, Biscuit.
Oh, okay, this one gets blocked. Yeah, not this time, not this time. And they're going to lose the round for it. Also giving Biscuit a medal there. So that could be huge. That might come into play here. Biscuit with 4 medals. Oh, man, it feels like just kind of like first hit wins here. Integra gets the throw, pushing to the corner, but again, just the abare from Biscuit.
That's that key metric right there. Every time Integra gets that offense started, somehow Biscuit just crouch jabs their way out. Let's see if it happens again. No, commits too early this time. That's the opportunity for Integra, and does get the level 3 as well in burnout, but got your opponent in the corner. And again, this is Kennen burnout. Maybe not that big of a deal.
So close to finishing it here. One hit away, and the overhead into the shimmy, into the throw. Kind of like covering every option possible.
Chat, I want to know who y'all have for this last game.
Oh, I like Integra.
Any Biscuit believers in chats? I see a little bit of a biased outlook coming out right now from the stream runner. It might be onto something.
Biscuit is rising, and we shall see. You would think that Biscuit would start to get a handle on these run stops, on these mix-ups, and be able to punish, but I know Integra has more depth to their game than that.
Oh, yeah.
They're showing it right now with the anti-airs.
I also feel like if Integra just starts playing a little safer, that alone could catch Biscuit off guard, because it's been so unga bunga up until now.
Right now,
and we saw that impatience.
Biscuit the one going unga bunga.
Ooh, there you go, that impatience. It's just a game of seeing who blinks first.
Swings are intense right now, but one hit will kill either way. The perfect parry. Oh, it's close. It should be enough. Yeah, even scale by the perfect parry. It's all good. So Integra on match point now. Trying to turn it around again.
I know the Biscuit believers kind of in shambles right now. They didn't check if those might be a little bit stale. Integra got his opportunity here, but Biscuit racking up those medals.
Yeah, Integra on an 11-game win streak right now and trying to make it a baker's dozen.
Ooh, the cross-up gonna get blocked. And Integra again finds the opening. Not sure what happened there. Something with that burnout, maybe mixing up his timing. But this gives Biscuit an opportunity to get back into this. Great anti-air. 4 medals.
Big.
I think that should be throw range. Oh, now it's definitely throw range.
Where's that run DP? Oh my god,
yeah, give it to me.
Flying.
Bro, what are you doing?
There it is!
Oh!
Okay. The problem is that Manon does not have a fireball, and so there's not a lot to like run DP through or whip punish, but
look, he doesn't need 5 fireballs. She's got 5 medals right now. This is terrifying. So much damage.
Standard animation is so cool.
Reset.
Okay.
Integra not afraid of the command grab there. Actually expects the strike and gets it right. Drive reversal, the rare and elusive from a Kennen player, but that's another rep. And level 3.
Oh, and we saw just the buttons that Integra was whiffing there, refusing to stop whiffing for even a moment. The jumping becomes a problem, right? And because you're pressing so many different buttons, it can be unclear whether you even have time to DP anti-air, whether it'll get blocked, the empty jump. I think that's really just an impressive adaptation there from Biscuit.
What a statement in that last round. To get the perfect on top of it all. Biscuit was able to do it. I'll be honest, I was down a little bit, but my man found a way.
Yep, found the gas, found the yeast. Looks like we're going back to Triclops versus the Fat Manatee.
The hero.
I would love to know where Fat Manatee is from, because you would think, being such a strong Zangief, if they're local, we would have heard about them, but I am unfamiliar. Well, according to their little player card here, they're from the Zangief Discord, so.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, chat, if anybody knows where Fat Manatee is from, I'd love to hear. Okay, Streamrunner's saying Indiana. All right. Good start for him, though. Interesting. Does not go for the SPD on the DI check.
Yeah, big opening round here from Fat Manatee, taking it almost a perfect, I think. And the jump-ins. Yeah, Triclops needs to demonstrate they're able to anti-air, whether it's, you know, air-to-air or what.
Yeah,
Manatee
Manatee loves
jump there.
jumping in. Look, if you're only going to get checked with a little thing like that, there is no reason for Manatee not to jump in because you get such a big reward off of it. And now we are starting the game plan. Break the back. Go in one more time. The fake cross up into the SPD. This is the happy place, but now you're burnt out.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to see the chiropractor after this one, and it looks like it's going to be Triclops. I don't know, though.
Oh, maybe.
Okay. They can kill here. What? No!
Oh, no! The timing a little off.
Oh.
That's so unfortunate.
And the lariat. This is so close to stealing it. The neutral.
Why?
No.
Why?
An execution mistake. A crucial execution mistake there from Fat Manatee. I don't even know what that was.
There is a universe where Manatee thought that Triclops was going to jump there, but I feel like that's not something you go for. I think that was supposed to be just like a basic jab out. Maybe it was schmooving with the stick a little bit too much.
And it's going all wrong right now. Triclops has them in the corner. 3 bars stocked. The D, okay, kind of a crazy DI. Now they're in the corner. Post a burnout. This could turn around real quick.
Great parry. That's Triclops' opportunity, talking about turning things around, and that full corner carry just in case this doesn't kill.
Yeah, not dead.
Yeah, Zangief, a thick boy.
We're in a dangerous place right now. Corner against Marisa. Gladius coming through. A little awkward this way. Whiffing a lot of buttons, though. Triclops may be uncomfortable. And gets
great call out. But you got to get this wake up perfectly. I respect a double drive rush, but
just mashing the jabs, saying I don't care. We're just gonna throw it out there. No matter what you do, you have to time it perfectly to avoid this. And Fat Manatee unable to do so. Triclops takes that round, takes that game.
The ideas were there. I think Fat Manatee had a great opportunity, was able to claw it back from the depths. However, at the end, Triclops got that 3-win streak. Can we see if we can make it a 4? Zangief here got you in the corner. This is the worst case scenario.
Yeah, I still like Manatee in this match, to be honest. I think that was a big mistake they had in the first game, and they're going to recover from it really quick. But another big drop as I say that. I'm sorry.
So unfortunate. The tournament nerves, but it's okay. We get through anyway.
Man, what have I done?
Oh, the armor that keeps coming in so clutch for Triclops. Great bait.
Yeah, these swings, though, are crazy. We keep seeing big hits from one side, and then the other guy will just jump over the next hit.
Speaking of which,
crazy damage.
And there you go.
These jumps.
Fat Manatee on the board.
Yeah, Fat Manatee just, like, doing a sort of pseudo combo, not even finishing into a knockdown, and then jumping again. That's how well it's been working. It's like, why knock down when I can just jump?
Yeah, let's end that kill streak right here. My man playing Call of Duty. But Fat Manatee, he might be getting no-scoped right now as Triclops turning this around, knock out his own command grabs on top as well.
That tactical nuke. It's building. Okay. We get the side switch. Interesting tick low into command grab. This is very tense. Nice anti-air, so important.
Get those jabs out. We're starting to see that pattern. You can't drive rush in. You're burned out. Goes for the jump in, but Triclops reacted so well.
I honestly think he was fine. I think he whiffed a low after that jump in, and it just got smashed. It got hammered on. It was just the wrong button. Any other button, any standing button might have worked. Not to
Very
be, though.
unfortunate.
Triclops looking now to take this.
That was so many buttons. And then the armor through again. Finally, we're seeing a rebuttal from Manatee off of that. Get that side switch going. Take the Oki. Does not get what he's looking for off of the jump, though. I keep seeing this. Manatee gets the reads with those jumps, but just not converting. Oh, that grab block is weird.
Chooses not to go for the mix of afraid, perhaps, of the level 3. Oh, man. Okay.
Ooh, nice low. Cross
One
up.
mix up. Got
and
him.
the check.
Got him. Speaking of rebuttals, head rebuttal. Man.
I think Triclops was expecting the SPD there. Fat Manatee mixing it up, going for the strike instead. You're at a low enough percent that it doesn't matter which one he picks. Either one will kill. Great pair.
Yeah, we're seeing some anti-airs come out here. We're seeing the air-to-airs and the perfect parries start to come out for Triclops. It seems to be shifting in their favor. They're very close here, on the verge. Burnout imminent. The jump not working out.
This goes right into the grab. And now the burnout as well.
Oh, no. No.
That should do some serious damage. But if nothing else, that's going to give Manatee a little bit of that drive gauge back.
Oh, my gosh. If Triclops burns out, this could be game.
I think Manatee, he wants to wait this out.
Okay.
He wants that meter, but the timing from Triclops was so good.
Oh, man. And if the anti-air came out there, it could have gone the other way entirely.
Wow.
I mean, I guess I understand the jump in, though, because the EX Lariat might have burned Zangief out. So I guess that makes sense. It's a calculated risk. It works out.
It's so tough.
That was a hard match to commentate. The swings were so wild.
It was so back and forth.
Yeah, the perfect parries, the jumps just to escape pressure. It seemed like whenever anybody was in the corner, the next second the other guy was in the corner, right? They just kept swapping places.
Yeah, so many reversals. And so many great sets in general tonight. And y'all in chat, by the way, if you're looking at this, you're thinking you want to get into some tourneys, whether you're a seasoned veteran or you're brand new, there are so many awesome tournaments coming up. Not only do we have this every other week, we also have the rookie bracket on the opposite week. So if you are Diamond 5 or lower and you're interested in getting some tournament experience against some people who are a little bit more your skill level, by all means, check that out. It's a free tournament online. Play from the comfort of your own home and just have a good time. You can also, of course, check out some of the stuff that we've got coming up on LAN if you really like to go out to those physical events. I know I'm going to be at a lot of these coming up. We got Backstreet Brawl, April 27th in Des Moines, Washington. We got Street Fighter, Strive, Granblue, Tekken 8, Uni, and this time only, UMVC 3 is going to be at Backstreet Brawl.
Let's go, dude.
Very excited about that. We also have Fight Kingdom coming up on May 3rd through 5th. Another one I know I'm going to be at up in Everett. Late registration ends on the 20th. Don't be that guy spamming the Discord on the 21st asking, please, please put me in the bracket. Sign up now. They also have a whole bunch of events there on top of Street Fighter. Check them out. There's all sorts of links in the PNW Discord. Speaking of Discord, by the way, y'all see that QR code on the screen right now. Check out the Discord, the PNW Street Fighter guys. Everybody's so friendly around here. You can join very easily the Rainier Rushdown brackets through that. You can see all the other stuff I talked about and just get to meet some of the people in the team. Highly recommend.
Yeah, we have all kinds of events, all kinds of locals here in the PNW, Seattle especially. So please come out. Please, meet people in person, play in person. It's a different experience, and it's always a positive experience, both for your, social life as well as your gameplay.
Yeah, if nothing else, it'll teach you that the people on Twitter aren't real.
There's some real assholes on Twitter, and then you meet them in real life, and they're nice guys.
Such a welcoming community.
For the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. Maybe that one guy, you know who you are. But no, I love this community. It's so fun when we get to have all these. We're in like a renaissance of locals that we have coming up. Being able to go to all these different things on a weekly basis. I mentioned a few of the key events, but there's so many others that happen all the time. Again, check the Discord. Alternatively, if you want to set up your own tournaments, you can hit up the people on there. They can help you get started. Just cannot recommend enough getting yourself a little bit deeper into the PNW community here in Street Fighter.
Speaking of also community, we have Leaf asking, are we watching? Of course.
Oh, we're always watching.
Of course. Looks like we're about to be watching Integra versus... Okay, we're looking at Integra versus Archmage? Yeah, okay. Hopefully we didn't miss too much of this one with the fast forward. Let's
We
see.
should be right on time here. Oh no, not that Ken skin.
It's a little hard to look at.
Maximilian doofus right there.
Love that. Well, making Archmage look like a doofus right now with his corner pressure. Got him backed into it. And
So ugly.
really professional around there. Perfect? Not quite a perfect. Pseudo-perfect there from Integra. Very clean. Let's see what Archmage can do to fight back here. What an option. The run into EX Dragon Lash. Is that what I saw to get through the fireball? Archmage so confused by that they woke up with reversal. It didn't work. This is all going Integra's way. This match almost
Integra
feels
is
over.
mad right now.
Oh my gosh.
That was crazy.
Well, okay.
I've learned my lesson. Do not send this man to loser's bracket.
Yeah, well, don't be the guy in loser's bracket waiting for him. That's the real lesson.
Oh, and he's still going.
This is looking bad. Archmage looking desperate, and the DI will not work out. How much is Integra willing to spend on this? Just goes for the reset, smart.
Yeah, I respect that.
DI.
Oh my! Integra has all of the answers with the technically not a perfect right after the perfect.
Integra's
we gonna get
flowing
another
right
one?
now. Again with the run Dragon Lash. Such an interesting option. Okay, the
He
parry.
just knows what's gonna happen before it happens. Archmage has no answers. Finally, the amnesia. Get something started, please.
All right, let's get started. But no, Integra says, I refuse to stop. I will do
These
anything.
two are, they are
Even
not
on
playing the same game.
They are not. The pace right now, Archmage seems just so unfamiliar with, uncomfortable with. Here's something though. Integra burned out. What can Archmage do?
Surely,
Archmage
you
needs
just get
to
this
slow
one
this
round,
down.
please.
Well,
Okay.
I
Ooh.
don't think that's it. I mean, it is it. It wasn't it. Now it is it. Because you're dead. Archmage, honestly, just got run over there.
What
Yeah, they
just
were
happened?
looking so good in winner's bracket. The winner's bracket match with Archmage, excuse me, was they looked so solid, and then maybe it's just the matchup, but wow, Integra with no mercy,
That was
I'm a-
brutal.
destruction.
Oh
Integra
my
with the
goodness.
quick GGs in chat immediately.
That was the fastest set I think I have
Oh,
ever seen.
okay.
Wow, I need to recover after that one. Archmage, I am so sorry for what just happened to you. To
Man.
Integra.
Integra, oh, we got another match here. Let's make sure we get in there real quick. Yeah, I want to like shout out Archmage for what they did to get here, but at the same, it's just hard. Like they got dominated in that set. There's no other way to put it. Let's just move on. Fortunately, we have a match to move on to right away. We have Fat Manatee versus West Dance already in there.
Oh, the battle of the heavy hitters coming out.
Oh yeah.
Manatee already in the corner, but we've seen these kinds of chaotic matchups already. Is it going to be more of the same? This back and forth, the crazy Oki pressure that both of these characters have with the antithesis of just how bad each of their defenses can be.
If either of these players can stop the other one from jumping over them, I think they'll win. I think that's almost like all it takes. Easier said than done, though. And there's one of them jumping over, I think it was a Gladius. I keep saying Gladius? Why do I say Gladius now? That's not normal.
So patient. Oh my goodness. Okay. Just the sudden SPD off the empty jump. That's
Nice
a great
with punch
mix-up
too.
for Manatee.
Yeah, Fat Manatee looking pretty comfortable in this round, at least. And, okay, I thought it was going to kill. Not quite the light one.
Yeah, if he went for the heavy, that definitely would have killed, but trying to make sure, I mean, it's hard with that spacing when you're running up
Nice.
to get it wrong.
Yeah, committing a little bit there with the sweep, but, you know, he had a lot of life to give, so it makes sense. And Manatee looking to steamroll through this. They previously lost to Triclops in winners, so, I mean, maybe some struggles with Marisa, but so far not with this one, not with West Dance. West Dance no slouch, though. Former Rainier Rushdown champion. And they're showing in here with the command grab, trying to come back here.
The synchronized jump.
Oh.
These two are sharing one brain cell right now. But at the moment, it is Manatee with the offensive pressure. He may have less life, but he has more meter. Which one's going to be more important here?
Yeah, I feel like they're sharing brain cells because Manatee is in West Dance's head.
Walk him up. Yeah, get that extra bit of gauge. That's not for disrespect. That's just optimal gameplay. And then Manatee going right into that SPD.
On the desperation DI will not work out. Fat Manatee on match point.
Okay, you didn't have to do him like that. You could have just donked him, but instead going for the crazy throws out here.
I think optimal meter build. Who knows?
My man is nothing if not optimal. But now we are going into the last round here for West Dance. Gotta find something, and still a little bit off of that level 3, but it should be coming soon.
Ah, the jumps.
That jump looked so good until Manatee had the anti-air.
Yeah.
And again on the burnout. You usually don't think of Zangief as a character who burns you out super hard, but the way that Manatee is playing, it feels like West Dance is just getting smothered.
But West Dance does hit the level 3. They're going to get the drive meter back. This could be the turnaround. This could be the moment. What do we got?
That three-corner pressure goes right into the OD.
Sick to know he could combo there, right? It's kind of an unusual situation. Not a move you can normally combo through. But in the corner, gets it. And yeah, we might see an equalization.
Ooh, but that's the problem. You keep blocking. Eventually, Manatee's going to throw in that throw. And West Dance, he's got to find an answer because now he doesn't have that level 3. Speaking of.
And this looks like burnout. No meter on West Dance's side either. So stun is perhaps guaranteed. They're so close to building the level 1.
Just trying to inch their way up. But yeah, that level 1 could come into play here. That's the desperation option, but West Dance has to not be predictable with it. Meanwhile, Manatee can afford to take that level 1 and then some. Does get the drive gauge back. Doesn't matter, though.
Doesn't matter.
And great optimization of that drive gauge from Manatee. Waiting until the last second to burn it out and get that kill.
And it just goes to show how competitive this tournament can be. We had former champion West Dance here knocked out in, I guess, losers quarterfinals. Kind of crazy. I mean,
yeah, a lot of heavy hitters in this bracket.
It seems like an upset, but at the same time, I mean, you can see Fat Manatee's points, his league rating, and it was like 1879, if I'm not mistaken, something like that.
It's crazy.
They're up there. Real Zangief.
Yeah, man does not mess around. Speaking of which, y'all, if you want to check out like some of the older VODs from these, if you missed some past brackets, you want to catch up on the history, absolutely check out the Rainier Rushdown YouTube channel. It's just the words Rainier Rushdown. They've got the VODs of all of their tournaments on there. And of course, while you're checking out channels, maybe hit us with a follow here. You know, it really helps boost the stream a lot, getting those extra follows. And if if you've got one burning in your pocket, maybe we get that Twitch Prime. I'm just saying, it's free.
Yeah, I mean, if your mouse slips and it just accidentally hits that
hate
button, nobody's gonna blame you.
Sometimes that happens. Look, you don't gotta stay forever, but if you got that Twitch Prime, like, make Bezos pay for it.
Yes, please.
Let's see what we got coming up next here. Ooh, we are back on the Huge Biscuit train. Huge Biscuit's got a lot to prove tonight.
This is winners finals. Finals. One of these players will move on to grand finals. Guarantee themselves top 2. Who's it gonna be? We are into it.
It's getting tight here. Biscuit actually on the verge of the 3-peat tonight. So you know he's going to be wanting it extra hard. Extend that legacy. If you can get that hat trick, that puts you in the record books.
Nice, okay. Yeah, Biscuit not entering every week, I know, but I assume they're pretty consistent when they do.
Yeah, definitely a consistent threat. The rare and elusive Manon, people are not ready for a Manon of this caliber.
The consistent threat there, though, from Marisa with the Gladius, the EX charged up Gladius. So much damage.
Triclops very good at not overutilizing that, making sure that it doesn't get predictable and therefore punished just like that from Huge Biscuit, who is once again, that's the name of the game. Rack up those medals. We're up to 4.
Yeah, we saw that EX spin come in there against the Gladius, the canceled into Gladius. We saw that in the matchup against West Stands, and Biscuit leveraged that to victory. So let's see if they can do it again. They're clearly comfortable in this matchup, thanks to Gabe.
Yeah, shout out Gabe.
All right. They burn themselves out, but perfectly worth it because they take the round. Both players stocked here, and 5 medals.
An important reminder here that was just posted in chat. We are in 1st to 3 territory. Let's see that adaptation. Ooh, and let's see that 5 medal command grab as well. Can we get one more for the fans?
Well, we got one the other direction. You know, that's something.
Ooh, I can't believe that didn't hit. This character's kind of trash.
Nice spacing on his jump in. You know he wanted to whiff punish that with command grab, and he's just a little too close. Okay. Oh, easy finish here from Biscuit. Biscuit doesn't drop these.
I don't think he didn't even need that super. It's just for fun at this point.
Yeah. I'm surprised he went for it. You know, sometimes you're just like, let's move on. I'll level 2, level 1, whatever it may be. But
he just wants to see the dance moves. It is a pretty well choreographed super, I have to say. So many of the supers in this game. Like I was looking at the new Ed super, just the little touches, like the squeaking of the shoes on the floor as he's doing the boxing. They really went all out.
He's got those in the idle animation too, the feet squeaking.
Yeah, it's a little squeak. Back in the basketball courts.
Biscuit getting smashed in the corner though. The reset, I don't know if that was intentional. And this could be a problem for Triclops. If the side switch comes in, not gonna come in, but Biscuit is running his game right now. His offensive game, the Oki is strong. The random sweep.
That was risky, but the risk paid off.
Wow, what a sequence from Biscuit. Manages to bring it back. And okay, Biscuit's only up 1 game. It's 1-0, right? I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a little confusing with the win streaks, but yeah, this is game number 2. Biscuit currently has that fragile lead. Let's see if Triclops can bring this back. At the moment, I feel like these big neutral openers, they're more going Biscuit's way, even if those little jab checks are working out really well for Triclops.
Yeah, but Biscuit, I mean, getting knocked down there by the Gladius, but it doesn't matter, right? They're just so comfortable in every position of this matchup, even when they're on the ground. They are going to eat the level 3 here, but honestly, it's okay. You know, they got the meter lead right now. They have 3 medals. Could be better, maybe, but I got something going into this final round.
Yeah, you will have that level 3. And like you said, 3 medals is nothing to sneeze at. Biscuit has the advantage here, but Triclops not turning down the pressure already got you in the corner.
Yeah, not deterred. Just fishing there with the crouch strongs.
Ooh. Oh, these whiff punishes. The 2 of these guys are just poking out. So scared of overcommitting. We could see especially Biscuit was below 3 bars, so didn't want to buffer those drive rushes on the hit confirms.
Very close here. Okay,
Ooh.
and again the tech comes out. This could be big. What's the mix-up? Jump over. Okay, so no real Oki there and burned out.
And watch that level 3. That's your only opportunity as Biscuit and pulls the trigger. I thought Triclops would have expected that.
Frustrating.
And that is all it takes to turn this around.
That's kind of just like a 50-50 for the game. Like either way, right? Like if he blocks the Gladius, he dies from chip. It's just a classic rock, paper, scissors, right? There's almost no way to simplify or to like hedge in that situation. You're all in either way. And Biscuit is the one who guesses correctly. I believe that's 2-0,
Yeah, I thought we had one more.
right? It's possible we didn't update the
we got one more.
room settings. It does say 1st to 3, but they might have.
Well, the players might have just not known. But yeah, we are not out of this yet. Also, Biscuit saying, or excuse me, Triclops saying in the chat that they did the wrong string, meant to go for the EX Gladius into the level 2. Unfortunate to see.
Okay. All right, getting back in there now. Always frustrating in these online tournaments. You got to queue up for spectate. You got to make sure you're there. And then even if you're there, you still miss the first like
you get
5
the
seconds of the
teleport.
match.
It's fun to watch them just dash dance back and forth.
Okay,
I need that turbo
here.
mod, like the Street Fighter 6 Rainbow Edition. That's the spectate mode for the first 5 seconds. You ever played Rainbow Edition? It's wild.
I have observed it from afar.
Highly recommend. Get that Fightcade download.
Well, Biscuit looking to take this match right now. Biscuit with the huge life lead and the game lead up 2-0 on the verge here. A DI would do it. Would be unreactable. Well, I guess
We got reactions though.
Yeah.
Do not tell Biscuit
really
what he
for
can
Biscuit.
and cannot react to. Okay, crouch heavy punch. Goes for a little Scudo thing there, I think. But Biscuit outspaced for it. Able to get that command grab. 4 medals. Make it an even 5. And this is looking like curtains for Triclops. Yeah, that's going to do it.
Absolutely is. Wow, very well played from Biscuit. Just, I can't believe how comfortable Biscuit is in this matchup. This has to be a difficult matchup. I mean, sure, Marisa is sort of weak to grabs, so I guess command grabs are good against Marisa, but at the same time, like, the pressure she can levy against Manon's defense is not good.
I definitely think it's a very explosive matchup because, like you were talking about, the defenses, right? Both of them are characters who are designed, balanced around not having those invincible reversals. And both of them, on the flip side of things, are characters that are designed around various types of pressure, whether it's command grab, strike, throw, or just Marisa's powerhouse of options. So, yeah, whoever gets in is going to blow the other up. And in this case, it was Huge Biscuit on the verge of the hat trick. Are we going to see the third one tonight? But speaking of people who are fighting for it tonight, we got a couple more people coming up. If I pull up my Start GG here, yeah, we got Fat Manatee and Integra. Integra trying to take their first tonight.
And I believe, according to the matchup chart, Ken loses this, I think. I could be wrong. Yeah, I mean, people were posting, I think it was Raihan had a bot that was scraping data. I'm actually not sure if Raihan was the one who wrote the bot, but a bot exists that was scraping data from CFN and calculating matchups. And I believe Ken was at a deficit here against Zangief. It sort of makes sense, but at the same time, I don't know.
I feel like those kinds of bot scraper things they're very interesting data, and I love having it and seeing what it means for the game, but they don't really account for top level tournament play very well.
Ah, true. Yeah, tournament is a whole different beast.
It's a totally different world. But it is very cool to see that even at like legend level, the Zangief-Ken matchup, you can look at it and say, oh, Zangief wins more often. Like, that's crazy. But at the end of the day, I refuse to believe that Ken does not solidly win this matchup.
Well, we shall see. Integra right now representing the only character who's does not have a command grab, I believe, left in the tournament.
Yeah, the grapplers rising up today. We were talking earlier, we think they're supposed to be bad, but again, it's all about, like, the statistics say otherwise sometimes.
Oh, catching with the low forward though. We'll see if Integra can represent that button well in this matchup. It has to be difficult. Zangief has a lot of options for dealing with that in just footsies. Also important, Integra representing the anti-air in the beginning. Zangief is, of course, a character that if you cannot consistently anti-air, there's nothing you can do to stop him, right? Those jump-ins are so powerful, open up so many opportunities. Does get the command grab.
I'm intrigued by Integra's jab checking here. I feel like Fat Manatee doesn't have a lot of options that really beats that he can use explosively. Now we're back more in that slow footsies neutral, maybe realizing that wasn't working very well. But Manatee find a way to get in, get that command grab. Both of these players got level 3.
By whipping a lot of these jabs in neutral, I mean, you're forcing Zangief to counter with either button into drive rush or big buttons.
Ooh, speaking of big buttons, we got the biggest of buttons here. Integra got so much damage, not going to get the burnout, but it's going to be awfully close. You just Dragon Lash in here? No, he decides not to.
I'm surprised. I don't think we've seen a single fireball from Integra.
I saw one, but yeah, like the points. Oh, and it's on the punish counter. Oh
Huge
my
damage
goodness.
here. The CA and the burnout damage.
Oh!
The drive damage, excuse me. We're even
Holy
now.
damage.
Wow. Okay, if that was an intentional bait, that was 200 IQ.
Oh my goodness. The
How-
punish counter CA Zangief level 3.
I was so confident Integra was gonna take that, and okay, well, interestingly, we might have seen
Maybe a
Integra
character
drop or
switch?
something. Oh, interesting. There's no way. There's no way, right? I can't see. I've got the waiting for
No, we
battle
did
to
stick
begin,
with
so I
the-
can't see the character.
Yeah, we stuck with the Ken there. Maybe
Okay,
just
okay.
going for a bit of a reset. You know, sometimes
yeah.
that happens. You just need to reset, take a deep breath, get ready for what's coming next.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to go right back in.
I'm sure for a Ken player, that's difficult to do though.
Oh yeah,
You're
as a
feeling
Chem
it.
player, look, we've all seen the flowchart. We know how it ends. It's
Oh,
live or die by
no.
the EXDP, but Manatee not even giving him a chance with the perfect.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. I want to highlight that crouch short, crouch jab into hop knee string that Manatee was using. Not a true string, not real in any sense, but knowing how to interrupt and where, you really have to have training moded it. And it looked powerful there. I'm not sure if Integra is quite ready for this matchup, maybe.
It's definitely an unusual matchup at high level. Zangief, a very rare character, and a character who is very punishing if you mess up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, the burn. Well,
should
level
be
two.
okay.
Pretty
Level
close.
2, not quite enough.
And this is so dangerous.
Oh.
Nice, 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 nice. Okay. Yeah, you can't really lariat there. I mean, from that distance anyway.
The
I feel like
ideas
lariat
were
through
there.
fireball. If you don't hit with the lariat going through the fireball, it's kind of a wash.
Oh, drop there from Manatee. Giving Integra an opportunity here. That Twitch TTV buff that he's got going on. Sometimes you just get it. EXDP as well to get him out of there.
Yeah, the EXDP worries me using it as an anti-air, right? Because that says you're uncomfortable with your anti-airs. You're forced to burn meter on them. Zangief's the one that's supposed to burn meter on his anti-airs. Right now he's burning it on level 3, though. And this is going to burn
gets
out
burned
Fat
out.
Manatee on the
Drive
verge
rush
of
in?
death. Chip is a factor.
Doubles down on the drive rush in. That was
Oh.
a risk, and he's paying for it right now. However, not enough meter on the opposite side to get the kill. But you got to get out of this corner.
Integra burning himself up!
Oh.
Okay, great. Almost a chip. No!
And that's not quite enough. Just barely taking another game. Manatee
Not
bet it all on the
do the
drive rush
math.
and lost. But
Bro,
then
he
Integra.
forgot to carry the one.
Oh no! And the taunt in neutral, was that a throw? What was that?
Oh my goodness.
That was the sad taunt. I didn't even know that was a thing. This is a bad look for Integra.
Things have suddenly slowed down dramatically. Yeah, the man who was the #1 seed trying to make his mark, state his claim, the fresh winner of the bracket, potentially gonna go out here up against Fat Manatee.
He seems on tilt right now. On tilt, but it's working out. I mean, Zangief is stunned, and level 1 is not invincible. Where's the stun, right? Yeah, okay, Integra wins this round, but again, the matchup inexperience. I'm pretty sure he could have gotten a guaranteed stun. You have to be careful of the stand Fierce Punch with the armor, but anyway.
Moving on, you were saying.
Yeah, the DP in neutral. I think that was stand roundhouse on block into the EXDP. Integra, no respect right now.
Oh, get the jump in though. Speaking of no respect, Look, I am terrified of an angry Integra. We saw that on his first round in Losers, and we're seeing it again. But if anybody can deal with it, it's Manatee with a level 3 in the corner. But speaking of level 3s, Integra pulling his, not going to kill, but it's going to put him a leg up in this round.
Yeah, he needs to take this, though. This was the angriest of level 3s, the tilt level 3, where you're essentially betting the game. If he does not take this round, he will be in huge trouble the next one. The top throw is out of range.
Okay. He didn't even dash back. He just walked back, and it worked, but burned out again. You gotta find a way through. Yeah, that's just a checkmate. As soon as Integra sees it as a forward jump, he's gonna go for the DP.
Yeah, that was a bait the whole way through, I believe, because he throws the fireball and then he does the run stop. Knowing that at that distance, Zangief thinks he can jump safely, but no. Ooh, some interesting neutral choices right now from Integra. Burning meter on the EX fireball. But here we go. Pressure is started.
Yeah, it's working out. Ooh, great DP from Integra.
It's kind of crazy to think that like Integra seemed like they were almost giving up in the beginning of that last game. Maybe it was accidental taunt, but I don't think so, right? And now they're in this position.
Sometimes you just need it's the mental damage power up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, there we go. But
you know
no
what beats
drive
mental damage?
Can't drive rush in.
Yeah, you know what beats mental damage? Actual physical damage.
Yeah, speaking of which, you're about to get a lot more. One gets away, goes for the cross up, burning that meter, getting the lariat to take the round.
All right.
Again, great meter management for Manatee. He saved it. He didn't let himself get burned out for a risky drive rush earlier on in the round. We've seen how difficult it can be to come back from that already.
Oh, and finally, no. DI. That might have been the first corner DI we saw. Oh, nice anti-air with the weird autocorrect. Integra looking good now suddenly. Crazy turnaround, and gets the throw bait. This is huge. Sick. The flowchart's working. We got the anti-airs. We got the lock. The jail in the corner.
Yeah, just stuck. And Manatee's just waiting. He has no reason to overextend because the moment he can get a whiff punish, and he's got the level 3, just in case this isn't enough. Oh, wait, but no, I think you're dead.
He's definitely dead. He's definitely dead, and we're going to another round of play here. Integra on the verge of tying this up.
Manatee needs to stop the bleeding. He keeps looking so solid, but Integra is too angry to die.
Channeling Punko. Okay, the drop, but it works out. Oh, this is so bad for Integra. All right, what is the escape here from Integra? Just a mistake from Manatee, and we get this side switch into the EXDP. Now it's interesting.
That level 3. This is so scary on both sides. Manatee burned out in the corner, but he has such a resource lead. Can he actually get anything off of it? No. What a call out!
Okay, I want to know where the counter hit came from, because we saw Integra with the Dragon Lash against the burned out Manatee, and then Integra got counter hit when it definitely should have been plus. So I'm very curious, maybe just a delayed throw, maybe a delayed button, but it doesn't work out either way. Yeah, I feel like Integra's got to be salty there.
Sometimes you just got to watch out for the giant fist.
Yeah, I'm kind of salty for Integra. Damn, dude. On the plus side, only grapplers remain. When does that happen?
Yeah, this is, depending on who you are, either the darkest timeline or the greatest timeline. Certainly an interesting one. I would not have predicted a triple grappler top 3 at any tournament.
I mean, PNW, man, like when you got, top players in the PNW like Danny Pham kind of leading the way, being a role model, I think you're going to see a lot of grapplers coming up.
You'll love to see it.
Yeah.
That does mean we're going to be going right into our next one here. We've got the Marisa versus the Zangief. A very interesting matchup.
I say PNW, but I believe, were we confirmed that Manatee was from, what was it, Indiana? Something like that. I think we're being invaded here, essentially.
Yeah, we are
is
getting
my
invaded a
understanding.
little bit. Look,
Yeah.
they came in with the grapplers, so we assumed that they were one of us.
Tricky.
We're just happy to see another one around here. Oh, you like command grabs? Bet, dap me up.
Oh, Fat Man T representing early the armor on Wake Up, and both these characters have that. So you just never be comfortable meatying these characters, right? You have to be perfectly meaty. If you mess it up, they get the armor, you get punished. Very scary.
We've seen so much of this matchup tonight. It's a very fun matchup because it's so back and forth, so explosive. Two characters with no defense to be had.
Yeah, again, I think the jump timing here and demonstrating the ability to anti-air is critical because both these players have demonstrated that like jumping over is something they're going to go for, especially to get out of the corner.
Yeah, very interesting. Usually with grapplers, you see, Marissa, not a true grappler, but she counts. You see a lot of like slow walking forward, but these players have completely turned that on its head. Willing to jump in over and over and over until their opponent actually does something about it.
Yeah, the risk reward is just that good. And now Triclops seemingly on the verge, but tries to parry the jump in.
Punish counter.
This is not great for them. They're not dead, and they're not even in the corner, so it's okay.
Oh, and he gets the drive rush low. Manatee keeps going for that, but one check from Triclops.
That could have gone so different. I'm really surprised Triclops did not bust out with the DI, because there were not a lot of options that Manatee could have done. The Fierce even would have, the armor would have not worked out. So I don't know.
You know what? It worked though. Get that perfect parry into the side switch
work.
grab, doubling down, break that back, drive rush in, go for the strike this time. Beautiful setups for Manatee, showing that Schmick's opportunity, and you are already dead.
Jesus. The headbutt is so brutal. Like, just blocking the headbutt feels like you got hit.
Yeah, it does. Such a scary move. Speaking of scary, though, being on defense with this character, also not that great of a situation, but both of them got those armor moves. Great utilization for Manatee.
Yeah, very nice. Triclops pushing Manatee to the corner right now, and the command grab coming in, saying, I got one too.
Yeah, where have I seen this before? Going back the other way, charging it up. Manatee, though, able to break out. Great patience. Drive rush in, get that SPD. This time jumping over, but the target combo in the air from Triclops. Get out of here.
Yeah, so important to be able to use that as an anti-air. Of course, not something you can do if you've already whipped a button. You know, it's not a DP, but it is a critical option, especially against Zangief. Triclops looking, I wouldn't want to say comfortable in this matchup, but these guys are going back and forth. This is even.
What a cross up and into the level 3 again. And once again, he has the drive gauge. Now he keeps running in with those drive rush lows. Is he gonna do it again? No. Actually opting to save it instead, using the extra meter he saved for the drive reversal.
Okay, we get the parry. Manatee is burned out. We can get it stunned here. As long as we don't mess up the and get hit by the Stand Fierce. The Stand
Armor's
Fierce comes
through, and there's the low.
And the problem is you need to lab a string that is not susceptible to that. And not every character even has a string, I think, right? The gap between the button and your DI needs to be small enough that the armor is not proc yet.
Okay, early opening from Triclops. But we've seen already that those early openings don't mean a whole lot. It doesn't matter if you get your opponent into the corner. If they just throw you back on the other side, thank you for that corner carry. Think I will take some. And now we are back in the jumping war.
The jumping war is real, man. Just finish your string jump. Yep, there it is. Block string jump. Block string jump.
Also that armor. Both of these players love to throw out those armor moves whenever someone jumps. Ooh. There you go. Ooh. Goes for the light. Surprised to see that. I thought he was close enough, but the anti-air.
Yeah, it's all good. I feel like the reason the jump is part of the meta here is because the risk reward is so good, right? Neither of these characters has a fantastic anti-air, so Zangief kind of needing to burn meter on his.
And neither of these characters great at dealing with those cross-ups, especially Zangief. That lariat does not hit behind him. One of the great foibles of this character's design.
Mm-hmm. In the corner now. Triclops on the verge of burning out. This could be bad, but gets the hit. Are we going to see a level 3?
Yes,
there it
we
is.
are. Send him all the way to the corner. Little kiss from Mama. Think about what you did in the timeout zone. Giving Triclops an opportunity to get back into this game.
Normally, Mom doesn't come into the timeout zone and start smacking you. I mean, I don't know. Different
Moving it
strokes.
up here, trying to do, like, you can see the patience coming out. So careful of these first interactions, but as soon as someone's in, they are in. Scoot him, nice mix-ups into the command grab.
So back and forth right now. So hard to call this. The jumps synchronized. Triclops getting the better of it, but getting knocked back out to neutral. Fat Manatee is lurking right now.
An anti-air target combo right into Daddy's loving arms with that one. Drive rush into get SPD'd, into get countered.
Oh, no.
Scrub level 3 going to close it out.
Mom and Dad, stop fighting, please.
Those big bodies putting in work today. Oh my goodness. And that puts Fat Manatee up in the set.
Wow. It's so hard to keep track of the score in this set because even just during the round, it feels like it flips 5-6 times the life lead.
It definitely feels like both of these players have taken at least 10 rounds at this point.
Absolutely.
So much damage. Speaking of which, are we going to get a perfect here?
Okay,
Yes,
we finally get a clean round, right? Like somebody gets a knockdown and steamrolls all the way. Finally. Please, Manatee, clean this up.
Magic little trip on that Siberian Express. The turnaround SPD as well. Looking so good for Manatee in this potentially final game. This is Triclops' last opportunity to stay alive in this bracket. The true grappler agenda is finishing strong right now.
Oh, the armor is so big right now. That's the one thing that Triclops has not really shown their ability to deal with, and they are about to lose this match unless they can figure something out. Locked in the corner, DI to escape. We're back to neutral, okay, but any little whip will be in. Fishing.
Speaking of which, Manatee very clearly knows that win condition, but you walked yourself into the corner. This is the price you're going to pay for that.
Uh-oh.
Doesn't quite have level 3. Can you build it with the combo? Yes!
I think they could have killed Meterless. I think, but we'll burn level 2 to be sure. Triclops finding a way to claw their way back there. We play on.
That is a lot of meters spent. Speaking of meter, Manatee does have that level 3. We've seen how good he is at using it. Oh, but you whiffed.
Okay.
We whiffed. Now that's going to do a lot. Or actually, no, not going for too much there. Not going for the SPD. Instead, taking that corner carry. Meanwhile, Triclops turning it back around.
Oh, the dance. The dance. Nobody willing to commit. They both know that one hit could finish it. Okay. EX? Lariat? Okay. And if the Lariat didn't kill, he had the level 3. Doesn't need it. That's it.
You said one more hit could take it, and you were absolutely right. And Fat Manatee moving on now. Got the opportunity to take it up against Biscuit in grand finals. Triclops does not get his run back.
That was... They were putting each other in the blender, but I was in the blender at the same time. I feel like I don't know where I am right now.
That was a wild
SPD.
set.
Yeah.
An absolute treat to watch and commentate. It's been a pleasure already carrying y'all through this bracket again. I'm Lentini. It's been a treat casting with you for the first time, my man.
Oh yeah, same. I'm glad you're here to, keep me grounded. Man.
We are here to have a good time, and what better way to do it than with an all grapplers grand finals?
Yeah.
Somebody somewhere is rolling over in their grave, but I'm having a great time.
Look, speaking of grounded, we've seen so many jumps in these grappler mirrors. I mean, not mirrors, but like grappler matchups, right? Grappler on grappler. I wonder if that's going to play out here with Biscuit. Biscuit maybe, I think, a more solid player theoretically because they play in a lot of tournaments, so they just kind of have to be. But I don't know, maybe the matchup just dictates that you have to jump. We'll find out.
But one thing about jumping as a grappler against a grappler is it does break down that strike throw a little bit from your opponent. If you're jumping anyway, it kind of forces them to strike more often.
I know for a fact Biscuit has no problem doing that, though. They will definitely recognize that you're just holding up and punish you for it. Right now, they're just kind of playing tentative, right? Like, just clipping away, little pokes. Okay, and the jump.
A weird matchup where it feels like Manon actually wants to keep Zangief out a little bit, despite being a grappler, just by nature of Manon having those long-range buttons. But you do have to be careful of exactly what we just saw. It didn't bear any fruit. But Manatee trying to get a read with that drive impact. Those long-range buttons are not drive cancelable.
Yeah, they sort of function the same as fireballs, right? So in that way, yes, Manon is zoning Zangief. Oh, and we see the first jump on the command grab. It's huge.
And into the SPD, and yeah, because it's a reset, there's no scaling on that. Into the Siberian Express, already showing that hand. And you got your opponent in the corner. Can Biscuit get out of this?
Uh-oh.
Ooh, great timing.
Okay, we've got resets of our own, though, and we might have a level 3 off of any hit. No, just the sweep. Is that... It's enough. Okay, I don't know how Biscuit pulled that one out. That was sort of one of those situations where it's like, I should be losing this round. Let me just take some risks, right? Roll the dice with a low spin, whatever that move's called. It works out. Biscuit up one game.
Wait, how do we get training room? Hold up. Get this shit in. I got scammed.
Oh,
my spectator. I forgot to turn off training room. Oh no!
Dawson Temple right now.
Squares. Not the squares.
That training room's banned at the salon.
As it should be. I hate this stage. I forgot to turn it off.
Biscuit up a game right now, and worth pointing out, Biscuit is in winner, so only needing to win the first set, while Manatee needs to win the first set to reset, and then another entire set to take this tournament. Looking like a tough road.
Yeah, Biscuit very clearly trying to do this in one. The drive impact out of the corner, not going to do too much, but it did give him a little bit of space to work with, getting something started, but you spent your meter on it. Can you do this in Burnout?
Wow. Really awkward with both players in Burnout, but Biscuit, okay. He has meter, but,
that was so good.
Like, you want to say, oh, he should have just gone in or used his meter somehow, but there's like very few ways to safely approach Zangief. Manatee proving that right now with these interruptions.
Okay.
Getting a lot out of it.
You're low on meter. Gotta be very careful. But speaking of meters, both of them got level 3. Let's see if either of those comes out this round. Definitely Biscuit's in a situation where you want to try to preserve that, but you also need to take the round, and opting to spend it here, totally understandable. Gonna be a lot of damage, but only really evening things up here.
Yeah, I think Manatee is okay with this. Don't know about if they're okay with this, though. Burning themselves out. This could be bad. Well, we
Maybe didn't realize what the situation was, but you know what? No. Oh, no! And the unscaled as well.
Oh.
That's so unfortunate.
How did they get punish countered? Because normally it's only a punish counter if it's a high or a low. Or I guess a mid or a low. Anyway, I'll have to analyze that later. That Manatee equalizing on the scoreboard here. 1-1 right now. Trying to fight for that reset. The invading Indiana player, unless I'm mistaken, against local hero, huge Biscuit. Come on, Biscuit.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of Biscuit fans in the chat. You were repping Biscuit from the get-go.
You know
Let's see if he can do it here. Manatee put himself on the board, but like you mentioned earlier, it is loser's side. He's going to have to do a whole lot more than get on that board. He's going to have to double dip. And right now, Biscuit doing a good job of keeping him at bay.
Yeah, 4 medals, excuse me. Up around. Really good position from Manon. Nice punish, though. Okay. And we get a little bit of a reset string. That Manatee has something going here.
I like the dash back idea from Biscuit, but Manatee saw that and just swung again, and it worked.
You see kind of the problem in Manatee's game plan, though, or at least in Zangief's game plan, where Manatee will get a bunch of damage, but then forced to back off because they're out of meter and they don't want to burn themselves out.
Yeah, Manatee is really, there you go, really struggling with the meter, but you're going to get punished for that. Speaking of punish, Biscuit optimizing so well into the level 3.
Sick.
That is going to be it for this game, I think.
Yeah, the level 3 may be a little desperate. I think it might have worked, but the spacing was wrong, right? Just not waiting long enough. Maybe that's kind of nerves making you rush. Maybe it's online, who knows? But Biscuit right now.
Definitely a bit desperate there. Manatee, the crack starting to form, realizing how far uphill this battle is going to be. Is my man having his Sisyphus arc right now? Is it going to roll all the way back down for next time? But speaking of next time, that's a long ways away because we're about to go on hiatus for this tournament up until at least after Fight Kingdom. We'll have the rookie bracket next week, but then it's going to be a little while. So
yeah, Biscuit looking like they're trying to be the champion for who knows how long. Hold on to that cup. They're on tournament point right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that is correct. Manatee has to dig deep here. The meter pretty even as well. No cheeky little advantages to be had. Manatee just has to break through this in the honest way. And Biscuit also with the 4 medals. And already Manatee is burned out again from these drive reversals.
Okay, finally blocks one of the lows though, and this is big. Gonna be able to just kind of hang out. Oh, the lariat, the regular lariat, not EX, not fast enough. Biscuit rolling right now.
Survived though. Was able to get that gauge back, and we see immediately the jumps coming up. Not ready for the DI. This is so bad. Gets the grab.
The fake side switch reset there. That is minus, I believe. Both these players so scared, and Biscuit takes advantage of the fear with the overhead.
Finishes it
Seals
off with the overhead.
Beautiful.
Oh my goodness. And that's going to be it. Biscuit takes it. The three-peat, the hat trick.
Really well played from Biscuit. I mean, you called it the Sisyphus arc there for Manatee, and Biscuit was the boulder, right? Biscuit just kept rolling and rolling all the way through the bracket, not losing a match. Let's see their streak to get here. So they defeated West Dance first off, then Integra, who was 10-0, 11-0 at the time, then defeating Triclops in winners finals, and finally that Manatee not even allowing the reset. Incredible work from Biscuit.
Yeah, this has been an absolute treat of a bracket. It's always so fun to watch these guys. It was especially fun to see the grappler enjoyers coming out in force tonight. But unfortunately, that is the end for us. Thank you all so much for sticking it out with us. If you enjoyed the commentary, you can see me on Twitter at George_Lentini. Where can they find you, my guy?
I just lurk in the shadows.
You just lurk. All right, nothing wrong with that. He's a man of the people.
Catch me at a future Rainier Rushdown.
All right, and while you're at it, make sure those of you in the chat who are Diamond 5 or lower, sign up for that rookie bracket next week. We are going on a brief hiatus on this one, but that rookie bracket is still going to happen. So make sure you check it out. Signups are live tonight. ! Sign up in the chat or check out the Discord. I believe that, let me just check. The QR code is still there in the corner. Check out the Discord. We were talking about it earlier. Huge fan of the PNW Street Fighter squad. Everybody did such a great job tonight. Thank you to the staff for running this event, making our job so much easier as commentators as well.
For sure.
And thank you to all of the players and everybody watching. You're the lifeblood of this whole operation.
Yeah, it was a real good time. A real good bracket the whole way through. It's been a pleasure, man.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Hopefully I'll get to cast with you a little bit more in the future. But for now, that's going to be it. Thank you all once again, and we will see you next time. Have a good night.
Bye.